Good afternoon, everyone. Is everyone has a sleeping mask on? It's really important to participate, otherwise it's going to be a bit boring for you if you're not doing it. So please put your mask on. Everything will happen in your head. There's not much interest to look at me, so otherwise you can also close your eyes. And before maybe you put your mask on, I will ask you to shut down your mobile phone, of course. Mobile phone ringing is really disturbing for everyone, and it's gonna break everything that you are going to engage with me. So I'm gonna just wait until I see everyone completely loose on their seat. Please put your coats on if you feel you're gonna be a bit freezy. Put your heads on the seat. Put your body as much comfortably as possible. It's okay if some people will fall asleep. Every time I'm doing this performance, there's people sleeping at the end, so it's completely normal. So the body scan is based on laying down, but any position in which you can lay relatively comfortably with your arms at your side, palms up or palms down as you wish. Please put your coats on if you feel a bit freezy, as I said. Let's begin. In this laying here, we may become aware of the sensation of the seat pressing up on the body pressing down to the floor at certain points of contact. Taking the time to settle in. And in this laying here, we can become aware of the sensation of breathing. The rise and fall of the belly. The hairs moves in, moves back out. You are feeling aware of the floor, the people around you, the city's movements, the Earth's planet turning around the sun, and the stars above us. You are now aware of the process of breathing itself. So we are resting in awareness for the toe of your foot, just noticing the sensation of the toes, the ball of the foot, the arch, the heels, the sides, the top of the foot, the muscles, the tendons and tissues inside the foot. Relax them. We are now in 1984. 1,000 computers are already connected to a transmission system called Internet. The first implantation of a fetus in the body of the woman is successful. Apple Computer introduces the Macintosh, selling more than 70,000 computers in 1 year. researchers identified the HIV virus, and Fujio Masuoka invented the flash memory for Toshiba. Your feet are now completely relaxed. They are resting in the past. Now, allow your attentions to focus upon the ankles. Be simply aware as it is, to the exclusion of the foot below and the leg above. Your ankle is the link between your foot and your legs. We are in 1985. The CD-ROM is invented. The free software foundation is founded. Microsoft Corporation released the first version of Windows 1.0. Breathe deeply. Bring back the attention upper to the legs, to your calf. Each time our attention is wandered, that we found ourselves lost in thoughts, you may come back to your calf. Try to relax all the tensions in your calf. And we are now in 1986. The first successful artificial heart transplant occurs. Nuclear reactor at Chernobyl explodes, causing release of radioactive material across much of Europe. Space Shuttle Challenger disintegrates 73 seconds after launch. Recognizing that there is part of the body that holds memories, feelings. So along the way, it is not unusual for people to encounter certain memories associated with certain part of the body, or an emotion associated with awareness of a different part of the body. If these memories or emotions or thoughts arise, simply allow them to wash over us like waves, recognizing that they are just thoughts and memories. We are aware now of our knees. We are in 1987. Are your knees warm, tight? Be aware of the tissues, the muscles, the bones inside. They are loose. Already 25 million PCs are sold in the US. The London Stock Exchange allows computerized share dealing. US stock market crashes, and the world's population reaches approximately 5 billion. We are aware of both sides, an area where there is tension sometimes. If we encounter tension here, we can certainly choose to let go of that tension, or just notice it. Just notice what it feels like to be in 1988. NASA scientist James Hansen testified to the Senate that man-made global warming has begun. The first well-known computer virus arrived on the internet, causing the loss of 6,000 computers in few days. Now your legs are completely relaxed, loose, heavy, steeped in history. Feel how great they are, alive. Sometimes it's useful to adopt an attitude of what we like to call playful curiosity about the body. What we feel fine here, exploring the body in the way that we explore a new thing that we encounter, even if it's not new at all. Form your toes, your foot, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your lower legs, your bones, your muscles, your nerves, your blood circulating, all those parts are feeling so great, so alive. History is making you walk, making you go through this journey. You are traveling into time. We are finding our attention wandering associated to thoughts of other time and other stories, other places. Let your imagination float for a bit. The 80s are almost over. It's time for us now to think about a really important part. Your genitals. It's warm. It's a central point of interest. And if we encounter a new sensation here, it's normal because we are now in 1989. You can picture the Berlin Wall falling, the face, the freedom, the end of the Cold War, thousands of families reunited. And in Switzerland, the World Wide Web is invented at CERN. We are leaving half of the lower body completely relaxed and aware of some parts of history. And we are now allowing attention to your behind and your lower back. What's here, and right now. If we can be fully present with the sensation of what we are aware of in the lower back at this moment in 1990, to tune in this particular radio station, if you will, the frequency of your lower back, seeing what's here. Whatever sensation is here, let it go. It's the long process of the reunification of Germany. The first web server is working. The first digital camera is sold. The Human Genome Project is starting. Now, let's move all the way to the tips of your fingers. Aware of the fingers of both hands. Your fingers are relaxed, loose, and enchanted. We are already in 1991. And Anders Olsen transmits solitary waves through an optical fiber with a data rate of 32 billions per second. Your fingers are usually transmitting a lot of messages, but for the moment right now, they are just fingers, alive and relaxed. It's the end of the Gulf War, and the first webcam is activated. Let's concentrate now on the hand itself, the palm itself, the back of the hand, the muscles inside, and we are aware of subtle temperature difference from the palm and the hand to the back of the hand. We are in 1992, and someone is sending the first text message with the first smartphone. The term surfing the internet is invented. Your hands are soft, heavy, and warm. Let's continue this journey together. Bring awareness, just pure awareness, to your wrist. Your wrists are connecting your hand with your forearm. We are focusing on the year 1993. In 1993, can you picture what was your life at this period? Maybe you were a kid and you didn't know that the web grows by 3,400% in a year. The first web browser, called Mosaic, is released. Moving our attention a bit upper, yes. We are already in 1994, really close to your elbows, yes. Focus to your forearms. Relax them, release all the tension in this year, in this period, in this area. Internet radio broadcasting is born, Netscape Communication, Amazon, and Yahoo Corporation are founded. The first wireless internet network is built on a campus. Now we are arriving in 1995. You may think of your elbows. Your elbows are also a really important articulation. Think of how great your body parts feel at this moment. Allow your mind to go through this year. What was your age? The first worldwide conference on the Information Society is taking place. The DVD is invented, and the GPS system is now fully operational. Among many inventions, you may now think firmly of your upper arms. You are still breathing deeply. Your organs are loose, tense. They are slowly working. Your upper arms are warm. We may now think of the year 1996. Motorola introduces the world's smallest and lightest mobile phone to date. Chess computer Deep Blue defeats world chess champion Garry Kasparov for the first time. You are now truly aware of your fingers, hands, wrist, lower arms, elbows, upper arms. Breathe slowly. We are getting a bit closer to the present. Your entire arms are heavy, relaxed, loose, and densified. Bringing the attention to the front, the lower part of the torso, the abdomen, the muscles, skins of the abdomens, the organs inside. Feeling here perhaps more directly the movement of the breath, the effect of the process of breathing, the rise and fall of the belly, tuning into what's here. We are in 1997 and Google is online. Moving up to the torso, to the rib cage, the lungs, the heart, the upper back. Breathing, moving the oxygen into the entire body, expansion and contraction of the ribs. We are now in 1988. There are now an estimated number of 50,000 computer viruses created. Your shoulders should be now so relaxed and so deep in the floor. Feel the sensation on the upper back from the process of breathing. Yes, awareness of your shoulders, the effects of the emotion of the breathing on the shoulders. In 1999. Think curiously about your personal events in this year. What was your ideas? What was your goals? Approximately already 45 Australians have a mobile phone, and the Sirius satellite radio is introduced. We are slightly going through the year 2000, and we are going to concentrate on the neck. The neck is a key part. It is the part that links the rest of your body with your head, your central control system, very complex part of the body with all these nerves, tissues, blood vessels, bone passing through this area. Be aware of the breath moving through. You may now relax the entire neck, your throat, as we are entering in the year 2000, leaving the 90s, leaving the upper part of the body completely relaxed, loose and under control. So the millennium bug is preoccupying everyone. Relatively few problems occurred. There is now officially 1 billion human being in India and 6 billion worldwide. Let's move up to the chin. It's year 2001. Wikipedia goes online. Knowledge is global and knowledge is what every people hold. Stay concentrated on your chin. Fixed wireless, high-speed internet technology is now seen as a viable alternative to copper and fiber optic lines placed in the ground. 20 billion websites are now on internet. Scientists predict that Moore's law will continue for several generations of semiconductor chips. Moving attention up into your jaw, your teeth, your tongue, the roof of the mouth, the lips, the mouth itself. This entire area, this entire space inside your body that you can touch, wash, feel, are years 2002 to 2006. Your mouth is a deep cave where language appears. In 2002, IBM produced a 6 nanometer transistors. 125 million personal computers are shipped worldwide. Apple launched the iTunes music stores and sell 1 million songs in the first week. MySpace is launched. Facebook, what would become the largest social networking site in the world, is launched. YouTube and Twitter. There are an estimated 92 million websites online in 2006, while North Korea is banning mobile phones. One of the worst natural disasters in record history hit Southeast Asia, when the strongest earthquake in 40 years hits the entire Indian Ocean regions, which generates an enormous tsunami that crashes into the coastal areas of a number of nations. Relax your chins. Your cheeks are now loose. There are absolutely no tension here, no tension at all in the muscles of your cheeks. Tuning in now to sensation in the face. Focus on your nose. All the muscles of your nose may relax in this particular moment. Year 2007. 1,114 billion people use the internet. There were already 295 million subscribers on 3G networks worldwide. Search engine giant Google surpasses Microsoft as the most valuable global brand. Google is now the most visited website. One of the most popular communication devices, the iPhone, is released by Apple. And this release happened exactly 60 years after the first computers turned on. The world over part of your face is now resting calmly, peacefully, from your chin, cheeks, tongue, lips, nose, areas around your eyes. We are now going to relax eyes and eyelid, feeling them, feeling this extraordinary ability to look at things. Your eyes are looking through the year 2008. It's the subprime crisis with elevated unemployment and severe banking impairment. Researchers at HP Labs announced a working memory store. By the end of this year, the movie Avatar, the most expensive movie of the world, is released and become the first film to grow more than $2 billion. Move up to the eyebrows. They are going down, releasing your eyes from all tensions. In 2009, the number of personal computers worldwide in use hit 1 billion. We may encounter tightness here. We can choose if we wish to let go of that tension, noticing that it's here, aware of the sides of the head, the ears, the sensation of the back of the head, resting on the seat. We are now in 2010, really close to our present. A huge earthquake occurs in Haiti, devastating the nation's capital. The junction-less transistor is invented, produced at 10 nanometer scale. Aware of this amazing vehicle in which we live, functioning in this moment, thinking, feeling, imagining, remembering, but still present, still here, breathing. You being aware of the brain. Inside your brain if you can. Picture your brain as it is, amazing, still unknown and full of mysteries. We are now in 2011, 2012, 2013 and 2014. Shipments of smartphones have exceeded those of PCs. The Arab Spring is growing. Officially 7 billion people on Earth. A tsunami hit the east of Japan and damaged 4 power nuclear plants in Fukushima. Occupy Wall Street protests begin in the United States, which spread to 82 countries. Higgs boson is discovered at CERN. Researchers successfully performed the first implantation of an early prototype bionic eye. Bioengineers in Stanford developed a circuit based on the human brain. 16 neural core chips are implanted. Google starts selling a prototype called the Google Glasses. Thousands of scientists warn humanity. Artificial intelligence will be dangerous. Breathe in. In these last few moments, taking the time to feel some gratitude toward ourselves for having taken this time, for sharing this experience. We are now aware of the forehead. You can relax your mind. Your mind is loose and now unstressed. This part of the body is 2015, but also the future. Google stopped producing the Google Glasses. There is over more than 1 billion websites on internet, and IBM demonstrated 7 nanometers node chips with silicon germanium transistors. Intel and Micron announced a non-volatile memory claimed to be up to 1,000 times faster, up to 1,000 times higher endurance. Now, we can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and gently bring your attention back to the place where you are. We are in the Palais de Rumines in Lausanne. You can start thinking again to the activities of this day, recognizing that this feeling of presence, of focus, is that what you are experiencing is maybe just the present. Each breath is a step toward your future. Thank you.